Okay, YouTube, welcome back to another video. Now, not quite the vlog style as of yet, just not got around to it, not really been feeling 100%, but I thought, well, what can I do? I can talk about how I found living in Jeddah. Now it has been 2 months, so it's been 8 weeks and 2 days since I moved out to Saudi Arabia, Jeddah, and I thought, why not? Obviously on social media short form, I talk a lot about sort of how I'm finding living here, what I'm getting up to, etc. But I thought I would review my time in Jeddah, longer form, so I can waffle more and talk a lot. I think iced coffee kicking in, the caffeine will definitely help, but I don't want to keep it too long and just waffle central. I do want to keep it probably under 10 minutes. So, like I said, I've been in Saudi Arabia now for 2 months. I looked at coming out to Saudi Arabia probably at the start of this year, I'd say sort of maybe February time, last year, 2025. Purely down to the fact of, we were as a family looking to go somewhere over the New Year period where it's warm, and normally speaking, this sort of neck of the woods. In the past, the family have gone to like Qatar, Oman, Abu Dhabi, and Saudi Arabia was a place in the Gulf that they hadn't visited. And me being a huge fan of sports, was like, let's go to Saudi Arabia. You've got Jeddah, you've got Riyadh, because, you know, I know all the football over here, a lot of investment, got the boxing, there've been UFC events, I know about Project 2030, where they're trying to get the economy in multiple different industries as high as it can possibly go. Why not? Let's go and have a look. Obviously, only recently open to tourists, but I like niche places. So we actually had a holiday booked to come out here, which my family did come out, and I spent the week with them in Jeddah, where I'm staying, and in Riyadh, which was really good. So, you know, Saudi Arabia, this neck of the woods has always been a place, I don't know, I just thought, why not? Because it suits my lifestyle, it's good weather, good coffee, I don't drink alcohol, so, you know, that's not an issue, active, etc. So I thought, why not? So obviously I moved out here start of December. I know I did a video sort of 5 weeks, just sort of reviewing where I'm at and that I'm still alive, because I hadn't posted on YouTube for a while to all 300 subscribers. But how have I found it so far? Now, obviously, it's very different from a cultural perspective. Just obviously, even from the fact of the week here starts on a Sunday and ends on a Thursday. You know, that's something that I didn't even realise until I came over here. So obviously, that's very different. Obviously, language. A lot of people do speak English, basic English, but obviously very not Arabic speaking, Indian, Pakistani, all that sort of language as well. The driving is nuts. It's absolutely nuts, to the point where it's like, the more crazy I drive, the safer I feel. Goodness knows what's going to be like when I do eventually drive back in the UK, because I think I'll probably annoy quite a few people just from driving over here. You know, the lanes over here don't mean anything in terms of speed, in terms of even the lines on the lane, people don't even acknowledge. They'll drive through the middle of the painted lines. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but I'm definitely getting there, and a few times I've had to bite my tongue, but I'm definitely feeling more confident. I just try and stay off the roads during those peak hours, which fortunately I can. So I moved over here for a job opportunity to work in a gym, personal training, which is the reason why I came out here in the first place. So like I say, it all did tie in quite well, because I was looking to come over here on holiday. I got offered a job opportunity literally 3 weeks before I was meant to come out anyway, and I've just obviously stayed here now, well, 2 months in. So that's the reason for coming out here, and sort of why I wanted to come out here. And obviously just experience a completely new way of life. I'm living on my own for the first time ever. You know, I've got an apartment to myself, which the bedroom is gigantic, which is great. The rest of it's okay, but you know, having to do the washing, having to do the food shop, because normally back home, if I leave pants on the floor, they normally wash themselves miraculously and put themselves away in a cupboard, which over here, they still stay on the floor regardless. So that's obviously something I've learned. I can live by myself, get by, cook, etc. You know, eating. Luckily, I've got a food prep company that's sending me meals out, which definitely helps. So shout out to Kalo, who give me some real good meals and not making me cook as much. So that's where we are at. Now, what else have I learned? So obviously the weeks run differently, which is one thing. Driving is chaotic. This stuff is the equivalent of probably alcohol back in Europe and the UK. Caffeine over here, coffee in particular, is very popular. Okay, I can understand why, because the coffee is absolutely fantastic. Obviously, you get a buzz off the caffeine as well, but also it's a social drink. It's what people over here will go out 7, 8, 9 o'clock, 9, 10 o'clock at night and casually drink 2, 3 coffees. Now, for me, I know not a chance. As of filming this, it's 1:05. So this is my last caffeinated drink, because I know it'll affect my sleep later if I drink it any sort of later on in the day. So coffee's a massive part of life over here, but it's great. I really enjoy coffee. If someone said you can never drink alcohol again, or you can never drink coffee again, I'll say later alcohol. I mean, I've not drank for 7 months, so it's not really too much of an issue, but coffee over here is absolutely fantastic. Another thing, obviously, being over here, I stand out. I think it's going to be the case. Now, tourism in Saudi Arabia, from what I believe, is only really been open for the last few years to sort of the world. So me being a white English 25-year-old man, I look very different to the average person. Now, don't get me wrong, there's lots of Saudis over here, there's lots of Indians, Pakistanis, Bangladesh. So I am the complete opposite. So of course, it's going to draw attention to me, especially walking down the front on a Friday night, which is like a Saturday night over here. I was getting looked at a lot, but not in a negative way, probably just more in a curiosity way, because I had people come up to me and just ask me what I'm doing out here, how I'm getting on, what football team I support, which is always a good common ground to talk about. But you know what? It's not too bad. At the start, it was a little bit like, why is everyone looking at me? But as you get on with things, that's just become the normal. People want to look sound, not a problem at all. So that was one thing that took us a little bit getting used to, but it's not too much. I mean, there's a few other things over here which I would change or I missed from home, and that is the ability to go on a nice walk, because where I live, I like to go around the block. The block here is pavement, main roads, sand, gravel, holes in the road. It's just so chaotic. The driving and everything, you really have to have your wits about you if you're going on a walk around the block. Whereas I like, back home in the UK, go around the block on the pavement with a dog. Lovely, albeit cold, wet, grey. Over here, blue skies, sunny, 30 degrees. So, you can't win them all, but that is one thing over here. It's not made for pedestrians to walk. I can say that confidently. The best place to walk is down the Corniche, by the waterfront, which is brilliant. My favourite thing to do is walk down there, grab a coffee, put a podcast on, or sometimes just not even listen to anything, just be present with myself and my thoughts, which sounds a little bit wishy-washy, but something I quite enjoy. So yeah, 2 months in, and we're getting there. Not everything's gone quite to plan, which I can't control, so I'm not going to worry about it, because why worry about something that you can't control? But apart from that, we're all right. We're in a good routine. Routine at the moment is pretty bang on. I mean, people will call it locked in, which is just grow up. I just call it trying to be productive and live a normal life. So for me, it's wake up about 7:30, which has been a struggle, which is something that's not great, but I'm going to be doing a few bits about that to get some energy back into me. And then I'll wake up, I'll do sort of 30-45 minutes of some creative work, pen and paper, head to the gym for about 9:15. I'll train till about 10:30, shower, change, go to a coffee shop for 11 o'clock. I'll have some breakfast, and then I'll work pretty much 11 till about 3. And then normally I'll drive back, stop off at the shop, grab a few bits if I need to, walk around the block, come back upstairs, have some lunch, do another couple of hours of work, and that's pretty much the day done. I'll go on an evening walk, no phone, just me, myself, and then a couple of hours chilling out, and by 10:30, it's pretty much shower, get into bed, fall asleep. So that's where we're at. Now, I definitely do want to pick up the camera more. I've got a few interesting things upcoming. Next week, I am going on a walk, up a mountain hike with a few other people that are into like fitness, business. So it'd be good to obviously network, because over here, one thing is you need to go out and meet people, because Jeddah doesn't have many UK people. If you go to Thailand, you go to Bali, you go to Dubai, Marbella, you're going to come across people. There's loads of run clubs, all sorts. But over here, maybe not so much at the moment. So using social media, it's great to obviously connect with people, meet up, and go from there. So I've got that, and then on the 1st of February, I'm heading out to Kuwait for 3 days. So one thing I wanted to do over here was travel more of the Gulf region. There was other places I could have gone to. The reason why I'm going to Kuwait is because I'm meeting my stepdad over there, and that's the only place in the Gulf he's not gone to, and the flights work out the best. So for me, it's a 2-hour flight, a few days there, something nice, break up, bit of a different routine, see what's what, and then I come back, happy days, crack back on with things. So that is where we're at. I know we're approaching the 10-minute mark, so that is where we are. 8 weeks in, the review of Jeddah. So far, it's been great. A few things, like I said, could be improved upon, both my own doing and also just other external factors which I can't control, but we're okay. We're doing all right. I've not set fire to the place. I've not crashed the car. I've not been run over. So I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. I'm still training, and overall just keeping a positive mindset and outlook on things. So that's my review. Recap the video. Give it a like. Subscribe if you enjoyed it. I'm going to be doing some more travel-based content and see how I'm getting up to, like day in the life out here. I'm going to take my camera when I do the hike, take my camera when I go to Kuwait for a few days. So I'm really enjoying more of the fitness content's great, but I'm enjoying the whole lifestyle and documenting all of that, because I've spoken about before, fitness is one pillar, the key pillar for your life, but then the positive impacts it will have on other areas is something else. Because if it wasn't for fitness, I wouldn't have been doing what I'm doing now. Not because fitness is my career, but just because I wouldn't have had the mentality or the self-belief to go and do all these things. So definitely put it down to that. And that's where we are. So enough waffling. Finish my coffee and then crack on with the rest of the day. But make sure to give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.